Good morning, everyone. I'm just showing you Home Depot across the way there. Wait. Um, yeah, we came from there. Home Depot is over near the Walmart. It's in the same big mall, and um, we're just at a dump station at the tourist place that we were at, and we're dumping in the tanks, and we're getting some fresh water so that we can take off and get going. But I wanted to mention that the tourist map in Brandon is really screwy. Where it shows the tourist information is wrong. It's just completely wrong. Where the map shows it is kind of above and in the north, above the city center, and it's really south of this mall. And this mall is on the south end of the map. And you actually go south to get to the tourist things. So it's just a little screwy. We don't have a way of sorry if it jerks, Gary's moving the vehicle. We don't have a way of easily getting back to the tourist center and being able to tell them that, your map is really wrong. So we're not going to do that, but if we could, I would get Gary to just go to the tourist center and let's just tell them. Because I'm sure nobody else has told them either, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of people this summer, not that they'll change it, but that they'll at least be aware and can tell people, on the map here it shows us here and we're really there, kind of thing, because they don't know, I don't think, that the map, I don't think they've even looked at the map. They take the stack of maps, they stick them on the rack, and, someone else looked at the map and didn't really understand that it was just wrong. Anyway, so whoever drew their map drew it bad, and they should probably be fired. Really, I mean, if it was somebody they hired to do it, I would really be raising hell, because that's just bad. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say is just we're doing this, then we're going back over to the Home Depot there and seeing if we can get online so we can do our bit of banking today, because this is our payday. And sometimes it takes some real monkeying around to get at these dump station, the hole in the ground that they have that goes into the sewer. And it's sometimes it just takes a little finagling to do that. But so that's what Gary's doing right now. He's got to move backward, move forward, till he gets the hose so that it'll reach the hole in the ground. We only have it looks like a 10-foot hole. So it's a shorter one. So we have to get ourselves a longer one for the situations. But anyway, so I thought I'd mention that. And then we're going to probably pop into Walmart, pick up a few groceries, and then we're going. We're going to head east and keep going, and I don't know where we'll end up tonight. We'll let you know later on in the day. Bye for now. All right, it is evening. I don't know what time. It's potty break for Bree. She's just getting out there, sniffing the grass. Gonna do her thing. I won't keep the camera on her for the whole time, but we're kind of parked on a little gravel road right now. I'm just going carefully. Over there is the main highway where that truck just went by. I just went on the longest detour I've ever been on. It was, I don't know, miles long. It was over an hour, well over an hour. And it was before we got to Winnipeg. And then thank goodness we got onto the Winnipeg bypass, which is very, very bumpy, which is why I didn't do videos. Because it would have been like this the whole time. Sorry. But yeah, so it was really quite bumpy and long, and it wasn't horrible. I mean, it was okay. We stopped for a few minutes at a place we were going to go in. There was a little museum. We thought we'll just go in and have a look at the museum. It was an agriculture museum. It looked really interesting. But they only work 8 to 4, so by the time we got there at 4:30, they were closing, and we weren't staying overnight. They did let us go and park in their campground for an hour so that Gary could have a little bit of a rest, because driving is long and arduous some days. And it's probably close to 7:30, I'm gonna guess. Can't really tell. But yeah, so we're heading toward Kenora. It's about 2 hours. The last sign we saw, which was a few kilometers away, it was, pardon me, 199 kilometers to Kenora. So we're hoping we're going to pull in there tonight and find a place to park. And then we'll be on our way again tomorrow morning. Today's been long. We did shopping earlier and things like that. And we didn't get away until after 1, I think it was, when we finally got out of the city, out of Brandon. It might have even been after 2. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a long day, and not unfun. I mean, it's just been very long. I'm getting tired. I know Gary's getting tired. We may end up stopping before Kenora. Who knows? But whatever we do, we'll let you know. Keeping these little bits and pieces of video, and then Gary will put them together when he can get to them. In the meantime, you guys look after yourselves, and we will talk to you at some point, possibly tomorrow, possibly later this evening. We'll see. Bye for now. Good morning, everyone. This is me, Ebba. We are in a little place called Falcon Lake. We stayed at a roadside last night, which I don't know where it was. It was just kind of in the middle of nowhere in Manitoba. And Falcon Lake is kind of the last town before we hit the border to Ontario. Fuel here, that's what we're doing. We're just fueling up a bit at a Shell. Fuel is $1.39.9. Not too bad. We always get our 3 cents off with our AMA when we do a Shell, so that's a good thing. That I'm showing you, I think it's a restaurant, possibly with a motel behind it, but I'm not positive. I can't read the signs, and they're way too far away. In my younger days, I would have been able to read that sign way over there, but I can't read it now. But it's kind of pretty here. There's lots of trees, and there is a lake with a beach and all the rest, and camping and everything. This is in Whiteshell Provincial Park, which is a big park in Manitoba, on the edge of Manitoba. There's a lake kind of north of here called Whiteshell Lake. When I was a kid, I was born in Winnipeg, and when I was a kid, we went to Whiteshell Lake a couple of years for a little while. One year we went, my uncle had a little trailer, just a little travel trailer type. I don't know, 18, 20 feet maybe, little one. And he let us use it. And we went, and it was at a lake in the Whiteshell area called Brereton Lake. So I remember all that when I was a kid. I wasn't too old, anywhere between 5 and 10, because it would have been when we were in the Army barracks area, and I was 5 when we moved there, and then I was 10 when we moved to BC. So yeah, so it's such a pretty area, and it's a big deal area for people from Winnipeg especially. They come out here. This is sort of the summer home type of area where there's cabins and all sorts of things like that here as well. It's really pretty over there. I think that's kind of a park. I'll zoom a little, but it uses the battery really quickly when I zoom. I'll zoom a little in for you so you can see the park over there. It's a really pretty park. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to show you where we are and talk to you a bit about where we are. And and then I'll get back to you the next time. It might be Kenora, because we're going to be driving through, I think, now to get to Kenora and see what's in Kenora. We may stop there overnight. We may not. It depends on Gary and how he's feeling. Yesterday, he kind of got himself into truck driving mode again, and we landed. And then we had to park someplace. I've just got my little partner here, up, having a look at us. Oh, I better zoom back again. Get back to where you're supposed to be. Oops. And I shut it off. Anyway, there's my little partner saying good morning. Hey, Bree. Hello? You saying good morning? Looking around? Why don't you get up and have a look out your seat? No, go on. Get up. Go get up on Dad's chair. Go on. Up you go. No, she says, I'm looking here. She stands on the little console thing here. See how she stands? So very cute. Anyway, I will say goodbye for this time, and we will talk to you next time. Bye. So we have rain. We're in Thunder Bay. It's pouring rain. We are looking for a part for a motorhome. So far we've been to 3 places. One was, it used to be called Smith Sales and Service. It's now called Smith Sales, I think. Anyway, way back in the 70s, in the mid-70s, I worked for them with my husband of the time for about a year. In there, they sell RVs and all sorts. And right now, they sort of got boats inside and trailers outside. And yeah, it's a really quite good. I'm just showing you the rain. That's all. I'm trying not to catch too many of the license plates and such, so Gary doesn't have to do too much adjusting. But anyway, yeah. So this is the 3rd place we've been to in this industrial thing. We had a solenoid go in a relay switch that we need for pretty much everything. If we want to power up anything, if we want to everything runs through it. The generator, I can't remember all the names of all the things. The alternator, all this stuff runs through it. So you get the everything runs through this relay panel. And I was, for whatever reason, blew this morning. I was doing some checking online to make sure that everything financially was in place, and yeah, it kind of went. We had an incident yesterday. I'm going to talk about that separate. That was really scary. Anyway, yeah, so it's raining, as you can see on the windscreen here, or on the screen, the window, it's just pouring rain today here. Depending on what this costs and what we decide, we may be staying in Thunder Bay for a few days to get over. There's a long weekend coming up is the thing. This is the 28th of June. And July the 1st is Canada Day, so it's the big Canadian celebration of the beginning of Canada. And so there's a lot of traffic on the road and things like that over the weekend, and it's not the best time to travel. So we are thinking about, I'm going to move over to someone much funner. Hey, Bree. Hey, hi. Look at me. Look at you. Yeah, I know you're waiting for your dad. Your dad is inside. He went into this place. This is the 3rd place we've been to. As I said, we went first off to an RV dealership, but they don't deal in motorhomes, so they don't do engines, so they don't have things for generators. So then they sent us to another place, and they only deal with heavy-duty vehicles, so, or ordinary cars. And they don't do anything that's got to do with coach of an RV. So then we came here. This is actually an electrical place, and Gary should be able to pick up just the solenoid and not have to get the whole panel. Because, of course, as soon as you have to buy the whole panel, now you're going from a few pennies to hundreds of dollars, and we just don't have hundreds of dollars. And Gary can put it in. He said, "No, I've never put one of these in, but I can figure it out." So he's very, very good that way. He's very handy when it comes to doing a lot of the stuff that needs doing in this motorhome. And as we're traveling, more and more things are kind of getting shaken up because the roads are bumpy, and then you get into places like this with the dips and dives in the driveway, and so it's just is what it is. You don't notice things like that when you're in a small vehicle, like a car or a pickup or a van. You just really don't notice. I mean, you notice that they're there, but you don't really notice them. When you're in a motorhome, if you go into something it can rock you back and forth. It makes you feel like the motorhome's going to fall over sometimes. Me being afraid of heights and things like that, it's like, oh my God, sometimes I do a little scream and, that kind of thing. But I sound more like a crow calling. But anyway, thought I'd just do a little bit of a thing here. This camera is acting strange too. Last night it shut off in the middle of a sentence when I was talking, so we'll have to fix that. But anyway, yeah. So it is doing its thing, but it is. I mean, it's still a good little camera for what we're doing, but it is a pain in the butt sometimes to use, and we have to be able to get. This is one of the problems with not having this relay panel. Is it everything goes through it, so we currently cannot charge our batteries up at all in anything, because even having the engine on, hooking up to the the thing, we can't charge things up, because it goes through a certain system and the relay panel as part of it. Anyway, so yeah, so it's an exciting day for us. Pouring down rain, really depressing. And last night I hardly got any sleep. We slept in this truck stop. I have told Gary that's enough, no more trucks, um, because I've had enough of them. And we he got sleep because he enjoys that. I did not get any sleep, so um, I think I ended up getting about 2 hours sleep this morning. So I'm really tired and cranky about it, and it's the way life is in a motorhome. And oh, I guess I don't need to show you her licking her butt, cleaning herself. But yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to do a little blurb on what's going on this morning. We are in Thunder Bay. We did make our way into Thunder Bay this morning. Started out about 5 o'clock and got in a couple of hours later, about 7:30. I had a bowl of, a bowl of cereal. Fortunately, we bought milk yesterday, so I was able to have a bowl of cereal with milk. And I don't think Gary's eaten yet, which is not good. He's diabetic and is supposed to eat regularly, so. But he tends to do this, and I mean, he's his own person. I can't force feed him. So I will talk to you again as we're doing things. I'll try and let you know what's going on. I did want Gary to be doing this stuff, but he tends to leave it in the drawer and forget about it, and he's busy doing other things. So in this case, it's understandable. I mean, somebody's got to go into the store, and I have no clue what he's talking about. So we will just have to deal with things the way that we do. And we will talk to you when we get there. Bye for now, and have a really good day. I hope it's not raining like it is here.